Picture this. The clock strikes exactly 3 in the morning on June 15th. While the world around you is buried in silence. Over in Dallas, the atmosphere is heating up to a temperature that could incinerate any shred of doubt. AT&T Stadium will not sleep, and neither will millions of soccer fans across the globe. Group F of the 2026 World Cup is about to witness a head-on collision between two titans steeped in destiny. The Clockwork Orange of the Netherlands and the Samurai Blue of Japan. This isn't just a group opener, it's a high-stakes gamble for the top spot, where the winner gets a smooth ride to the knockouts, and the loser faces a dogfight against Sweden and Tunisia. When people think of the Netherlands, they think of soccer's greatest paradox. They are the ultimate romantic fools, knocking on heaven's door 3 times, in 1974, 1978, and 2010, only to watch their opponents lift the trophy. Now, manager Ronald Koeman carries a strange sense of destiny. 32 years after sweating it out on American soil as a powerhouse defender in the 1994 World Cup, he returns as commander-in-chief, bearing the weight of a nation desperate to shed its curse as the uncrowned kings. He brings a tactical arsenal that makes any manager drool. Virgil van Dijk anchoring the backline. Frenkie de Jong operating like a supercomputer in midfield alongside Ryan Gravenberch and Tijani Reinders. While Cody Gakpo, Memphis Depay, and Donny Malen spearhead a terrifying attack. But life isn't a fairy tale, and Koeman's squad has been brutally ripped apart by an injury storm. Creative spark Xavi Simons and Jordi Schouten both suffered torn ACLs. And number 1 goalkeeper Bart Verbruggen went down with a groin injury just before the tournament. Yet, if you think this rattles the Dutch, think again. They are riding a 16-match unbeaten streak in the World Cup group stage, having not dropped an opening match since 1938. That is proud, unyielding soccer DNA. On the flip side, the Samurai Blue did not cross the Pacific to be backup dancers. They have evolved into certified giant killers, famously flipping deficits to shock Germany and Spain in Qatar 4 years ago. Japan marches into 2026 boasting a flourishing 5-game winning streak, including a casual win over England at Wembley, and a blistering qualification campaign where they blasted 54 goals. Manager Hajime Moriyasu's 3-4-2-1 formation is a perfectly programmed machine. Zion Suzuki stands firm behind Hiroki Ito, Takahiro Tomiyasu, and new captain Ko Itakura, who stepped up after Wataru Endo's devastating pre-tournament injury. Japan's real danger lies in their tactical wizards. While Aotanaka and Daichi Kamada rule the midfield engine room, Takefusa Kubo and Junya Ito feed their central assassin, Ayase Ueda, the ruthless killer who just locked up the Eredivisie Golden Boot with 25 goals for Feyenoord. Even without touchline magician Kaoru Mitoma, who is sidelined with a hamstring injury, the samurai spirit remains fierce. Kubo has openly declared he will carry Mitoma's dream, stepping onto the pitch with double the responsibility. Tactically, this is a clash of high-pressing disciples executed in 2 completely different flavors. The Netherlands controls the game from the inside out. The double pivot of De Jong and Gravenberch distributes with supreme composure, patiently building from the back and stretching play through Mickey van de Ven and Denzel Dumfries. Japan, conversely, aims to shatter the system from the outside in. They stalk like tigers, pressing incredibly high to force errors, then using lightning-fast, one-touch passes to slice directly into the massive acreage left behind by lunging Dutch fullbacks. The fate of this blockbuster will be decided across 3 explosive matchups. In the center circle, Kamada will try to suffocate De Jong's oxygen supply and cut the Dutch signal. In the box, it's an old-school test of manhood as Van Dijk goes toe-to-toe with Ueda. And on the flank, the agility of Kubo will test the Olympic sprinter speed of Van de Ven. History heavily favors the Oranje, including a narrow 1-0 win at the 2010 World Cup, but a thrilling 2-2 friendly draw since then proves Japan never fears the color orange. Absolutely any result in Dallas will surprise no one. The Netherlands possesses world-class pedigree capable of settling a game with a single flash of brilliance. But Japan counters with a collective unit as tightly knit as bulletproof glass. Pundits predict a high-scoring thriller where the Netherlands takes the lead. Japan claws back with a razor-sharp counterattack, and the depth of the Oranje finally breaks the deadlock for a gritty 2-1 victory. Pull up a chair and brace yourselves, because this showdown at AT&T Stadium is guaranteed to be unforgettable.